Folks, today I'm going to give you not one, not two, not three, not four, but I'm going to give you 5 different ways that you can outperform this market right now while it's breaking the 50-day moving average and heading towards the 200-day moving average line. And this is important, so I want you guys to pay close attention. Get a piece of paper, get a pen, write this down. There's going to be a lot of good information on here. So I want to show you guys something. This is the Nasdaq 100. And it's right now breaking the 50-day moving average, and it's headed towards the 200-day moving average. And I've been talking about this nonstop, literally. I've been talking about this nonstop since December. So you've had plenty of notice. But a lot of traders are thinking, oh my God, the stock market's crashing. The stock market's crashing. Let me show you something. Let me show you something interesting. And this should be eye-opening for you. I'm going to show you the 10 major sectors of the S&P 500. So here you could see utilities crashing. Here you could see consumer staples crashing. Here you could see technology taking a dump, even healthcare taking a dump, real estate taking a dump. That's a surprise. Consumer discretionary taking a dump. But what do you see the industrial sector doing? Look at that. It's near all-time highs. Now, so is the energy sector and the financial sector. But here's the problem. If you look at the energy sector over a period of time, you will see that it's still in a bearish mode. It's still not above the previous year, February breakdown that we had with COVID. And the financial sector, well, the financial sector is, but by a very little. And here's the problem with financials. Interest rates are going higher, but commercial credit, we've got a huge unemployment problem. People are not moving back to work. People are still working at home, and this environment is going to impact the financial sector. And let's face it, even if interest rates go up another full 100 basis points, they're still going to be at 2.5%. It's still going to be low. So I'm a little nervous on banks. But the industrial sector, on the other hand, if you look at it, it's taking out highs. It's moving higher. It took out that February high a while back. It's been trading above. It's been congesting. And as the market starts cooling off, it now starts going higher. So today, I'm going to show you 5 different ETFs that you could take advantage that are literally in the middle of making new highs. And I'll show you the stocks that are in there. So while the Nasdaq the tech is cooling off, while all these sectors are going through a short-term correction, and we're about halfway there. I think we're going to cool off at the 200-day moving average. These 5 sectors will give you a good way to profit right now, and you don't have to short anything. So let's get into it. First one, VIS. What is this? This is the Vanguard Industrial ETF. It's very liquid, and guess what? You see that little orange up there? That says it's made new highs. Look at this. 3 years. Highs, all-time highs. Market's breaking down. What does this thing do? It's making highs. Let's look at some of the stocks it's holding to give you guys a good idea of what you guys should be investing in. Honeywell, Union Pacific, UPS, Boeing, RTX, 3M, Caterpillar, Deere, General Electric. Not tech stocks. These stocks are making all-time highs or new highs. Let's go to the next one. Fidelity. FIDU. If you guys have an account with Fidelity, you can get a little break, maybe a commission discount. They charge you a little less. Look at this. 3 days ago, it made all-time highs or swing highs. Let's see here. Yep, all-time highs. That's a 3-year. That's a 5-year. All-time highs. Let's look at some of the constituents. See, you don't have to. Market goes bearish. There's other sectors. There's always something making new highs or all-time highs or rallying when the overall stock market is cooling off. Construction partners, TGI, Triumph Group, TrueBlue, very different type of stocks that we saw here. Here we saw the usual S&P 500, Honeywell, Union Pacific, Boeing, but here, very different stocks. But again, these stocks have to be going higher, otherwise this index wouldn't have made an all-time high 3 days ago. MRC, AGX, THR, not the stocks you hear about on Reddit, not the kind of stocks that you hear about on the news every day. These are not hot stocks. But you know what? You don't always have to be in the hottest stocks. How about this? This is the RGI Invesco. So we went with Vanguard, we went with Fidelity, and now we go with Invesco. And if you have an account, investment account with Invesco, you can buy the Invesco one. If you have a retirement account or benefits at Fidelity, you can go with the Fidelity one. I'm just throwing this out for you, but I have not even done yet. There's other stuff out there. Look at this. Yesterday it made all-time highs. And let's look at the constituents. And again, if you want to know the stocks that are on here, just click the ticker symbol and go to constituents. The reason I'm showing this on bar chart, you could use this on your own platform. It's easy and you can verify this. Again, Deere, we saw this on Vanguard, but we also have others. Alaska Air, Nielsen Holdings, Johnson Controls, Southwest. There's a lot of airline stocks here that are rallying right now. So again, maybe this is not Amazon, maybe this is not Netflix, maybe this is not Nvidia, but guess what? Industrial stocks are making all-time highs right now. Pretty good place to be. Let's move on. This is the transportation. Oh yeah, it made all-time highs today, right now, while the Nasdaq is breaking down. Look at this. You got to see this. Look at that, all-time highs. Transports. Want to see what stocks are in here? I told you this was going to be a good one. Write this down. Rent-a-car, Hawaiian Holdings. It looks like going back to normality economy. A lot of airline stocks here. So if you're bullish on airline stocks and want some transportations for obvious reasons, they're making all-time highs. And not just airline stocks. You've got other stocks. You got freight lines. You got Uber in here as well. 2.34%. CSX Corporation. So again, these are, now what I would do if I were you is I wouldn't buy one. I would put my money, I would take my account and divide it 5 ways and put it into all of these. And here's another one, and I like this one a lot. Look at this. It made all-time highs less than a week ago. Still near all-time highs. All-time highs were at 112. We're at 111.5. But this is global industries iShare. This is an interesting one, EXI. Remember I told you global economy is expanding when Democrats take House and Senate? Let's look at the constituents. Honeywell, Union Pacific, Caterpillar. It doesn't look all that international if you want to know the truth. It looks just more like it looks global, but there's not a lot of international stocks in here. This one actually looks a lot like the first one. Yeah, so the Vanguard one and the global industries look very similar. Whereas if you want a little more transportation, you've got that in the XTN. And if you want some industrial that are not as well known, there was a one in there in particular. Not this one. This is a good one too, but this one, the Fidelity one. Like, these are not stocks most of us are familiar with. I've been doing this for 27 years. I don't know what, I know what Spirit Airlines does, but Road Construction Partners, SkyWest, these are stocks I'm not familiar with, and that's a good thing because they're making all-time highs right now. The point is, you don't need to invest in individual stocks unless like Honeywell or Deere or Caterpillar. But right now, the industrial sector is making all-time highs or near all-time highs. And here's not one, not two, not three, not four, 5 different ways to take advantage of it. Now, again, as I mentioned, the transport one or the global one has a lot in common with the Vanguard one. The Fidelity is in its own little thing. If you want to go hardcore transports, which is our industrial stocks, you've got the transports. But the bottom line is these ETFs are making all-time highs. So there's definite ways to get yourself into the market right now, hedge yourself against the Nasdaq crunch, and profit from the upside. Now, again, the financial sector is doing really well. The energy sector is doing really well. We could have done the same exercise there, but I really like the industrial sector because it's not as volatile. It's very defensive, and it's in line with what should be rising right now, like airline stocks, Uber, because people increase their transportation usage as they start moving out, going back into the environment. Now, before I let you go, I've got something important for you. Please pay attention. We've got a former Wall Street analyst. He just sent a secret list to an Emmy-nominated journalist. Yeah, former Wall Street journalist sent a secret list to an Emmy-nominated journalist. Now, there's a controversial truth inside about some of the richest CEOs and executives about why why they're legally allowed to do their own, or allowed to do to their own stocks, or what they can't do to their own stocks. This is really controversial, and it's really interesting. And it's about whether they can trade their own stocks or invest in their own stocks. It's really interesting. And I'm willing to bet that you haven't heard anything about this, because all of this activity is done behind closed doors. That's right. It's done under, on the lowdown. But if you look away from the stock market and towards this secret sector instead, man, oh man, you can spot these quasi-legal activity up to 48 hours before the elite profits from their own moves. That's right. Get some of the inside moves the CEOs, executives are making. Get in on it. Again, this Wall Street analyst who put this list together is finally pulling back the curtain on this disturbing truth. You've got to hear about it. And you're going to learn all the secret sectors that they're moving money into, this quasi-legal activity up to 48 hours in advance before the elite profit from their own moves. You've got to check this out. This is really hot. I can't wait to check this out. Click on the link below to learn how you can get your hands on it today. This Emmy-nominated journalist has got some goodies to tell us. And make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you're watching on YouTube, and stay ahead of the market by being the first to be notified when we post new videos. Most importantly, click on the link below. Learn how you can get this list in your hands now. You gotta get in on this. You really got to get in on this. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.